I grew up in Marion County in a family where I knew I was loved, and my parents made sure that my sister and I had everything that we needed growing up. They both worked really hard, and I'm sure they probably struggled financially along the way, but we never saw it. And we had everything that we needed as we went through school. We always had family around that would make sure that we were where we were supposed to be, that we were safe. If we ever needed anything, we had family around to go to ask for help. And I kind of realized as I was growing up that my lifestyle, I kind of teased that I grew up in Mayberry. And I didn't realize that not everyone had that same luxury until I started to go through college and my coursework took me to Marion City schools. I was placed in an elementary school and got to know many of my students, and would start noticing that some of them would fall asleep during the day, and they would later share with me that their home had a drug raid in the middle of the night, and so they didn't get much sleep. I had another student who was afraid to go home at the end of the day, and he would hide in the school. And I had another student who also would have trouble staying awake in school because her mom's boyfriend would be threatening her or her sister in the middle of the night. And I quickly realized that my normal was not their normal.
I grew up in instability. I grew up with trauma and all type of difficulties, single parent home. And of course, some good things happened in a home, but more bad than good. I always felt trapped and never felt like I was going to get out of being trapped. As I grew up, I was on my own at 14 and lived in abandoned houses and cars. And first marriage was to a pimp. Second was to a wannabe pimp. The third one, I stayed married to for 25 years, raising children together. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. I was in need. And I didn't know where to go. And sometimes when I went to places, doors was closed in my face. People talked to me crazy and treated me, some type of way.
And as I've started working in our Connection Center, I learned even more so the situations that our families in Marion County face every day. We have families that sleep on the floor. We have families who struggle to pay their bills and live paycheck to paycheck, even though they may be working 2 to 3 jobs to make ends meet. Many of our callers are building their lives based on trauma that they have experienced either in their childhood or somewhere in their past. They're building their lives based on what they have had modeled for them, or they're doing the best they can. Some of our callers have been on their own since they were young teenagers. At Aspire Ministries, our mission is simple. We want to provide a system of support around our community and provide coordinated compassion for our callers. And we do that through networking and partnering with area churches who provide resources that we call gap ministries. And those gap ministries are really just addressing a need that's in the community. We've identified them as a gap that's not being met by another organization. And our churches provide volunteers and space to provide those resources. So at Aspire Ministries, we offer a connection center, and it's a hub between our area churches, our neighbors in need, and organizations that are also helping our clients.
When someone calls Aspire Ministries, it's very quickly my job to know them as a person, just get their brief information, and then from there really understanding what their needs are and the best way for us to meet them in that need. Our job is to be able to not only know what we have to offer, but my job is also to know what other agencies, other places in Marion have to offer, with hopes of really connecting them with the best resource for their need.
The work that we do takes a whole community. It takes faith organizations working together. It takes small local government, resources, nonprofit organizations, schools, anyone who can be part of helping. As part of our network, we also operate a community collaborative which is a monthly meeting of any organization or agency that is involved in helping people in any way. And we meet for 1 hour every month over a lunch hour, so it's convenient for everybody. And we discuss programs, announcements, updates, events that are coming, changes to programs. It's a great way to meet the other organizations that are helping in our community.
Marion is very rich with resources, and we are the first to tell people that because we're very proud of what we have to offer as a community. When one person calls in for a need, it may be that I'm calling Amy Huckabee from Community Action for their housing specialist department. It might be that I'm calling Kristen at Salvation Army and asking a question about needs that are specific to their ministry. It may be that I'm calling Aaron Hensel at Leapin and getting information for what they can have for there and making sure that they are in the right area. Each phone call could be many phone calls to get them the right resources.
With Habitat, we are a Christian housing mission. Well, many times we have people that come in and have a great need. They express to us that they've had a fire maybe in their home, or they've had just some really tough times to where they need some more support. Well, for us, that's a tough one because we don't know if it's something that's truly happened to them or not. And we hate to be that doubting Thomas sometimes, but we want to make sure that the people that are coming for us have a true need. The great team with Aspire is able to vet those people to know whether or not there truly is a need, that then we can support them with financial help or help within the restore to be able to suffice to what they need. So that's a huge blessing for us. We will even work together whenever, maybe if I can't fulfill a need, I will talk to Aspire. If they need a need fulfilled, then they'll talk to me. It's a real blessing to have the ministry in place to where we can look at them as a resource just as they look at us as a resource.
Here in the last 7 years, I've had people to really be sweet to me and not only walk with me down my path, but allow me to walk with the community down their path as well. Aspire Ministries is great. They actually, when I left my marriage, I needed furniture to go ahead and live on my own. And they gave me furniture for a 2-bedroom apartment that I am totally enjoying at this time.
One of our ministries is our Hauling Hope Furniture Ministry. We get people that call in for furniture all the time. It's probably our highest requested service, and it's where we get donations from people in our community. We have a furniture truck, and we bring that. We have 3 different churches that are 3 different teams that are functioning month to month, and they come and pick up that furniture, get it back to our furniture warehouse, clean it up, and get it ready to be able to get sent back out to somebody in need.
Every day, individuals and families in our community face challenges, but our hope is that they don't have to face those challenges alone. We work hard to be the eyes and ears for our churches in the community so that they can be the hands and feet of the body of Christ. Our volunteers in the call center offer an opportunity to pray with the clients at the end of their call, and very rarely do they get turned down.
Just last week, I connected with a lady who had been in the homeless shelter, living in her car part-time, and through organizations here in Marion, she was able to get a small apartment. So through that, I was able to continue to help her reach out to other organizations and resources. But when I said to her, may I pray with you before we hang up? And she said yes. And I said a prayer with her, and I could tell at the very end of the conversation that she was crying. And her words were to me, you are the only person that has ever offered to pray for me and with me. And that blessed me more than I know it blessed her.
The way that Pastor Tom from the Shepherd's Fellowship, the way that he does ministry is a beautiful example. Beautiful example. I will understand what their need is, and I'll get down their information. I'll just verify with them, do I have permission to give your name and phone number to someone that's able to help with your need further? And then I call Pastor Tom, or I send him a message and say, hey, I've got this person in need of cleaning supplies. I also think that they could really use a time to just sit down and talk through some of the things they're going through. And then from there, he will contact them and find somewhere that they are able to meet, or they meet at the church for cleaning supplies, and then they schedule another time to get together. And it's very easily just Panera Bread and grab some coffee and sit down and talk. And from there, he continues to build a relationship with these people. I've noticed many people come to our church because of just connecting them with something as simple as cleaning supplies. Who knew cleaning supplies could really change someone's relationship with us and with the Lord, and open them up to things that maybe church has been a scary place for them.
A great opportunity to help people in need. Also a great opportunity to meet them in that need and show them Jesus, talk to them about Jesus, invite them to church, and take the next steps with them as well.
And the volunteers at the church are just wonderful. And they just go out of their way to really help and see their needs and meet their needs. Say the minister, the assistant minister, an elder, someone at the church, even a volunteer, continues to reach out to them to invite them to church. And most important is, love them. Just love on them. Let them know that God loves them and they are always welcome. And for sure, when they if they show up, make them feel very, very welcome.
Sherry has now been volunteering in our community. She helps with other organizations that do similar work in helping people grow and change their circumstances. And she attends our monthly community collaborative meetings so that she can also stay up to date on resources as she helps others.
And I tell you that if you have need, don't hesitate to give them a call. They are very happy to help you, very happy to walk with you down the path with any situation and circumstance. If they can't help you, they will definitely lead you to people that can help you and that is willing and eager to help you.
If you need a resource, talk to Aspire Ministries, because they're so well connected that they're able to then get you the right information right up front.
I just kind of want to let you know what we're doing in that area and encourage you to step in and be part of Aspire, whether it be volunteering, a gap ministry, donations, to be able to keep it going. All of these things are great.
I invite you to stay connected, help spread the word, help Aspire Ministries not be the best kept secret in Marion.